Alrighty. Looks like the sound is now working, which is good. Had to restart the computer for some stupid Microsoft update, and yeah, it decided to kick my microphone off of the recording thing, so that's always fun. Anyways, here we are at the end of our little pipeline, down in our little area here. And you can see that I've done a little bit of work here. Not too much, but a little bit. So we still have the Gatling turret here that we are going to have to eventually move. And then I think I left off having built some of this. And so then I put in a couple more programmable blocks. This thing is just going to be sucking in air, so that way, it can fill these things up for, whatever reason. And then we can go up to here, and this is going to be like the main level, kind of like the living level, I guess. And something I could do here is, instead of having just like straight blocks, I could get a little fancy with it. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, we do have a med bay here, so that's good. I had to go and pick up some silver. So that's the door to go downstairs. This is the door into kind of like a little apartment area here, I guess. So nice little area to sit here. Table over here to eat, do whatever. You can store your things. Shower, bathroom, armory, all of the things, some greenery, because why not? And then, a view that will look over the rest of, this little base. So it'll be kind of nice. And also you can see out there too. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on so far. I do have to do some more mining though. I did mine out a bunch more stuff, but as you can see, more needs to be done. And then I had an idea of a kind of look that I could do for this place. And it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. So yeah, let's just hop in here. We charged. We're not all the way charged yet. That's fine. 5. Oop. There we go. Sorry about that. I was saying sorry to the hummingbird here. Okay, so when you're mining with this thing, it's actually relatively easy to do somewhat straight lines. So you just kind of go in here, like until you can get to a place to where you're like mining what you want. Then make sure that you're completely straight, or as straight as you possibly can get. And then all you have to do is just go up. And then you can end up with some relatively straight walls. Now, this would probably work better if I put this on like some pistons and stuff like that. But I don't know, like this is fine. It works. The only thing that I wish that I had was like a compass, so I can make sure that I'm staying, true, left to right as well. Because at this point, I'm just kind of guessing. I'm sure there's probably a mod with a compass on there. But I mean, like, how would you even like determine like what north is on a planet in Space Engineers? It's like, I mean, I suppose like if you, you'd have to make some assumptions, I guess. So the sun travels around in roughly a circle, right? And in this case, it is actually the sun that moves, not the planets. So then really all you would have to do is figure out the track of the sun, right? And then how that is for like a planet, I guess, like, because it should go around the equator, right? And then all you would have to do then is figure out if you want the sun to be going clockwise or counterclockwise, and then base your north and south pole off of that. So, I mean, it's not like it's impossible to do, it's just, I don't know, it would be interesting. So yeah, this is kind of what I spent a lot of my time doing, off camera. Okay. Now we just hop back down again, and then go in a little bit farther, and we go up. And then you need to make sure that your crosshairs are relatively even with the horizon. Because if it's too far up like this, then what you're doing when you're going upwards is you're actually moving backwards. Whereas if it is too far down like this, then you're actually moving forward. So you need to keep it roughly straight with your horizon. Or at least as straight as you can get anyways. And then that should give you a mostly straight line up and down as you're moving. Sorry, this is probably not the most exciting thing for you guys to watch, but it does work. We are getting a nice chunk of rock out of here, which is nice. Okay. So yeah, you can see just by looking at it, like how smooth it is, right? And we're gonna try to do the same thing here. And we are taking out very large chunks of stone right here, which is nice. I like it. So another thing this kind of brings up though is, you know, kind of the fact that I was able to create like such a smooth surface doing it this way. Like you would think that this would also work horizontally, right? But the thing is it kind of doesn't. And if you went over to the hydro crane and kind of saw like some of the areas that I dug out already, you'll see that it makes like little ridges for some reason when you're going horizontal. I mean, my guess is because it's on the actual crane, that makes everything just like absolutely straight, because you know it is absolutely straight. Whereas doing it this way, there's like chances for little tiny imperfections, and it's probably those little tiny imperfections that kind of keep everything looking smooth, rather than if it was like a completely straight cut through. But I don't know. I could be wrong there, but so my guess is like if you're trying to do some sort of like a road grader or something like that, like you have to try to figure out some way to actually throw those little tiny imperfections in there. And then it might make it a bit more bumpy, I suppose, but you'll have relatively smooth roads versus, you know, ridged roads. So maybe that's like actually something you could do. I don't know. Like I don't even know how you would do that. Like if you put the drills on a piston or something and had like a programming block to like constantly move the piston like up and down or something, like But you can see here, right? Like this is pretty smooth. All right. So another thought that I had about making roads is it might be better to do it with a flying machine rather than with, you know, a driven machine. And you would have to have like a lot of gyro counter control on there to keep it from moving once you set it to a certain like angle. Like you set your pitch of your vehicle or whatever to like 30 degrees or something like that. And then you just move in that direction. And then the drills just kind of drill out that 30-degree angle into whatever. So like if you hit like a part that's, you know, a bit higher, then you'll drill out a lot more. But if it's a little bit lower, then you won't drill out as much. And then the vehicle itself, because of all of the counter gyros, it keeps you right on that angle, which would then help you maintain like a straight-ish road, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of what my thinking is. But I mean, it could be done. Like, I just think that you're going to need probably a lot of power or a lot of hydrogen to make that work. All right, so let's go and take out this chunk. Why does this keep trying to... Am I hitting the side of the wall? I'm probably hitting the side of the wall. Yeah, because I kept like trying to like roll the hummingbird a little bit. And that's not cool, man. It's not cool. But yeah, so let me know what you think about the counter gyro idea. So if you had them all set to override and you set your pitch, angle, roll, whatever, what is it, yaw, is that the other one? Like if you had all of those set to 0 and you had more counter gyros or gyros on override than other gyros, then it would be really, really hard to turn it, right? Which is kind of the idea. But that's, I mean, that's actually what you want, because then it allows you to drill like more straight, right? So I think if you were going to do that, I mean, that's how I would do it. Because if you're flying, then you're not connected to the road. So any like imperfections you have in the road, like if, like, let's say that your left side is up, you know, like 6 inches over the other side, then your whole drill rig is going to kind of tilt a little bit. I suppose another way that you could maybe deal with that is you put the drills on hinges, left to right. and you turn off the power so that way they can just swing with gravity, right? So that way if your vehicle, if you're on a wheeled vehicle, of course, if it tilts a little to the right, then the whole drill rig will actually swing to the right a little bit, and then the drills themselves will still be straight up and down. I don't know how well that would work with the physics in here, but it is an option, I suppose. I want to get rid of this part. There we go. I don't know. I don't think a wheeled vehicle is going to be the way to do it. I mean, unless you went like super crazy with the script and you aligned everything to like GPS, and you'd have to set the points for the GPS beforehand. And then from that you could calculate kind of like your pitch, your angle of the road that you're trying to build. And then you could take all of that, throw in a shit ton of math into your vehicle, and then have it adjust like according to where the vehicle is compared to where the GPS coordinates are. So I think that you would need 4 GPS coordinates. So end of the road, left, right, and then the beginning of the road, left, right. And then you would have to take in those GPS coordinates, figure out your heights, your X's, your Y's, and all that other fun stuff. And then do the math. So you can figure out kind of like where you want everything to be. And then you'd have to set that up onto, geez, that would be so complicated though. I mean, that's how like real road graders work. Like they work off of GPS. So, and like real engineers have actually gone through and made all of those kinds of calculations. And, that's how road graders work, like especially the high-tech ones. And then that little blade that kind of like, levels everything, it like is constantly adjusting based off of the GPS. So that way, like if you're off by like half an inch on the left side, like it'll lower or raise the blade on that side just to make sure that everything stays straight. But I mean, once again, that is a lot of math. And I'm sure that there are people out there who are smart enough to do it, because I mean, there are people who are smart enough to actually do it for the real road graders, but to do that for a game, I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be that hard if you're really good with math, but it would take me a while if I were to try to do it, because although I'm good at math, I'm not that good at math. And that's like some next level stuff right there. I think I just hit something. I'm wasting like a lot of time with this drilling right now, and forcing all of you guys to sit here and watch me do it, which is probably not the most exciting thing in the world, but we're having a good conversation too, or at least I'm having a good conversation with the mic, and then you guys will have a good conversation later, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And we have a thrush over there, but it's not going to get anywhere close to me, so I'm not too worried about it. One thing I didn't do is get some more magnesium. Probably be a good idea for me to do that. Oh, get out of here, little stick. Okay. Okay, so I think just this last section here, maybe, and we'll be okay. Oh, that's what happened. Did you see how I kind of like jumped up a little bit? And that's because the ore was stacked below me, and then I forced another one out on top of it, and so then it kind of forced the entire ship up. It's interesting. And then to go more on like with the whole GPS thing, I mean, you would have to put in like conditions, whether or not you're trying to do like a curved road or like a straight road or something like that, because I mean, that's going to change like all of the math. Like if you're doing straight, fine. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, but if you're trying to put a curve in there, I mean, that's going to be like next level math. That's like, I mean, honestly, that's probably calculus level math. All right, let's see how we look so far. I mean, we don't have to go all the way to that edge, and that is going to be kind of covered up, so maybe this will be good. Let me look at it from this side. Wonder if I can kind of smooth this out a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. Because I'm trying to have this be like as smooth as possible, because I plan on kind of using it as a sort of wall. So it does need to be relatively smooth. But I mean, I'm going to be building into the wall, of course, but it's best not to have like any kind of things like sticking out or have like any ridges or anything like that. And I don't know if that made it better or worse, honestly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't be going crazy now. Okay. I don't know, like, it's not bad. Just trying to figure out like where I gotta get close to this thing. There we go. That might be the good angle. Yeah, that looks okay. And then I'll just get this last little bit here, kind of in the corner, I suppose. Let's see. Maybe like here. All right, let's see how that looks. And then from this side, we're a little bit more, I don't know, ridgy, I guess, on the back side. But I'm actually kind of okay with that. I think that'll be fine. But yeah, I think that'll work. So what I plan on doing here is kind of making like an entire windowed section, but have it be like a 2x1, you know, like that whole angle thing. Let's see, forward, there we go. Good to go. 5, 2, 9, and charge. Good to go. So I think this will actually be okay. And then I'm gonna go around the back here and up to the top. Okay. So like I'm gonna do a 2x1 angle going this way, kind of back towards the wall. And then it'll kind of build into the mountain, I guess. So it's, you know, I don't know, it sort of still looks like a mountain, I guess. And then we can do that. Let me just clear out a little bit of this crap. I think that'll work. Okay, so then we need to go with these guys. And I need steel plates, if you don't mind. There we go. Do like 100, I suppose. And that's not gonna let me get up there without flying. Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna build this kind of up that way into the mountain. And then I should be able to just kind of walk up here. Yes, good. And then we'll go with this piece. And then we'll go up to this one. And then I need to put in some more blocks behind that. And maybe a third one, if we can fit it. Don't think we're going to be able to fit the third one back there too far up, but if we can get it just a little bit, that'll be good. And then this will be kind of drilled out a little bit more, and, you know, we'll put a back wall on here so that way this can be, you know, I mean, I don't want it to be like completely open and pressurized or whatever, because it does need to pull in air from there. But, you know, for the most part, we can get it kind of settled, I guess. Okay. And that's probably not going to let me do anything there, which is fine. Okay, so then we need that there. Okay, and then we go on with this. And you can see it just kind of like builds like directly into the wall. It's kind of what I'm going for. And then, how do we want to do this? Okay, so I think I'm going to make the floor up on this level. So we'll throw that in there. Or not. Interior plate. Grab a few of those. We'll make a bunch of that. Hopefully I have enough iron. 6,000 here. 67,000 there. Okay. That'll work. We might need to get some more ice soon, but that'll be pretty easy to do. But yeah, we have more than enough iron for all of this stuff, so I'm not really too worried. Alright, and then I will hop back up onto here. not gonna let me hit that, huh? Okay. All right. And then we'll do a bunch of these. Okay. There we go. Did that actually place in the right? How did that happen? I placed a block behind a block. There's no way that I should have been able to do that. That was weird. And I think that's already got a block there. So we are good to go there. Okay. So then this kind of will build, well, as you can see, like if I were to build it all the way up like that, it's not really gonna work. So not quite sure how I want this to work. I mean, I could build over to like here and then maybe drop it down and move it in a little bit and then build out again and then drop it down and move in a little bit, and then I could probably do that. Would probably be a thing that I could do. But the question is, am I going to be able to place any blocks under here? Does not look like it. Okay, so if I had to do this, I would need a large piece onto here. And then from here, I could do that. And then another one onto there. Then kind of call that good. And then we'll throw that onto there. Would I even be able to get at that? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. I don't know why I need to do that, but actually, do I need to do that? Or should I just bring this straight down? I think no, I think here we're just gonna go with glass going down the side, dark side out, because I think it'll give it kind of like a nice effect. But we do need to see how far over we can go, so that's going to be interesting. Hopefully this, okay. And I can actually place that, and that is incredible. Okay, so that can go there. And then on the back of here, we can put in a block, but it's not gonna let me reach it though, so. Okay, so how much farther can I go with this? Probably one more block. So I think that will be fine. Okay, and then we put in that piece there. And then from this one, we build it straight down. If I can reach that far. Okay. Okay, hitting, okay. So let's go ahead and throw in that piece and that piece. I keep thinking that I have got my jetpack on, so I keep hitting like the C button to go downwards. It's kind of silly, actually. Nope, we need this one. And I need more steel plate. Okay. That's probably not going to let me get up there, is it? Unless I use my jetpack. Okay, so we go back to this. And then I don't know what I want to do with this yet. But I think I can put that in there. And that'll be kind of fine, I think. Alright, so I do know that I'm going to need to build downwards. I don't know if I'm going to keep that regular block in there. I might change it out for something else. I don't know yet. But we'll just put that in there for now. Because, I mean, this is going to be like usable area under here. And then it's only going to go up to a certain point. I mean, there's different things that I could do here, I suppose. But yeah. So now I need to get that going all the way up. And can I do that? I don't know. I mean, I can get pretty close over here. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay. And then, let me see what else, if I can do, yes, I can put that one there. And that'll work out well, okay. All right, so now that we've got that kind of figured out, so let's see, if I drop it in a block, which I think is what I want to do here. But I could just do glass here instead. I think that would work. In which case this should probably be changed out. For this. Let's see, that way. Yes, and then this one is gonna have to get out of there. And then that's gonna have to be that. Because we're gonna put the 2x1 windows on this edge. I don't know if that's actually gonna seal though, so maybe, I mean, hopefully it seals. It should seal, but it might not. But I should probably start putting in the windows there too. Just that way I kind of know what I'm working with. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna need 2x1 windows at an angle, which is this one specifically. Okay, so then if we do that, Okay, so we're gonna have to start here. Okay, so something like that. And then this, I mean, I could just put the tips in there, I suppose. Be the easiest thing to do. So yeah, so this is all going to be windows here, and then I have to do the same thing over here, but we're going to move it in a block. So that'll be up there. And then I need a piece in here, so I can walk up this. All right. And then we'll go here, and then this is going to be the start of the next kind of tip, I guess. But that's going to be a little high. Maybe I don't do that. Or maybe I do it, but I end it right away. So it's just like one window that's like that. In which case we can go with this and that. Then another block. And of course, you know, these blocks back here can change if I need them to. And we'll figure out a good way to actually, you know, make them look pretty. Because, I mean, that's what this is all about, right? Making everything look pretty. Okay, so then we need to drop this down. Again, run it out. So let me go up there and throw some blocks on the end of that. Kind of see what it looks like. Because I don't want it to be like too, you know, like it's got to actually kind of build into the mountain and look like it actually fits there. But I mean, this looks okay so far. Is that gonna make me? Yes. Okay, good. And then that I suppose we can change. Okay, the question is this window gonna hold these two blocks on if I were to take this out? Survey says yes. Good to go. Okay, so then we'll throw that and that in there like that. And then I'll throw in another one here. I don't like how that looks, but maybe I can do something with it. I mean, it's gonna have like this kind of jaunty look on the inside, but maybe I can, I don't know, make it work somehow. And then we'll go in again with these, and we'll see how far up we can go. It's probably just gonna be one window again. Wait, why does that fit there now? Did I mess this up? I think I messed this up. Okay. Sorry, little windows, you gotta come out. Because if I can have the windows on the ground level, I mean, that's ideally what I want. And then plus it should seal. Oh, but then I gotta redo these ones. And this is where I'm not gonna be able to get in there. Okay, so no. That is the way that it's gotta be, apparently. Yeah, so this one has to come out again then too. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. Because I mean we have to make everything kind of line up, and we don't have these offset by half a block. So as much as I would like to do that, there's no way that I can get anything to seal on the other end unless I build something exactly like this. So we're just gonna go with this, I guess. And then, unfortunately, that means I'm gonna have to go with this little jaunty piece. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put this back in. That's gonna have to go there. Okay. I kind of want to fix that, but at the same time I kind of don't. Okay, so, and then we can, whoa, 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 whoa. No falling down. Come on now. Okay. And then from here, and that's gonna have to come out and become one of these things. And then there we go, and then flipping it back. Okay. And then we do that, I suppose. Yeah. Looks correct so far. We do have to fix this. Here we go. And then we'll drop it in again. So we're gonna need, wait, no, we need windows here. Okay. That'll go there, which means that, why is my energy low? I'm not low energy. I have my Monster Energy Zero Ultra. I'm kidding. That was cheesy. I know. But I do have a Monster Energy Zero Ultra, and it is delicious. Alright, if you don't mind. Thank you. This is probably the easier way to get on there. Okay. And then, yeah, so then I need this guy there. And then this is probably going to be the edge here. And then we'll just build kind of down from there. That's too high up for me to reach, though. Really? This is kind of annoying. Okay. So we are on the edge here, so I'm going to build this kind of all the way down. If I can, if it'll let me. Okay. And then we can go with this, and then another block, and then something like that. Okay. And I think I need to make more plates. Whoops, that was not what I was planning on doing. Okay, so did I really go through all of those plates already? Apparently I did. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of what this is going to look like when it's, you know, all said and done. So it'll still look like it's sort of part of the mountain, just not quite. And then what do we want to do here? I don't think there's any block that fits that shape, but I could be wrong. No, no, no. Actually, no, that doesn't fit. Maybe in here? Oh, that does fit. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay. So we have kind of something over here. And then I could just fill this off with 45s. And that'll kind of be that, I think. What is that ship? I don't know, it's too far away. But anyways, like this is mostly just decorative. Like it's not going to serve an actual purpose. I mean, I could put something in here, and I probably will, but it's going to be, I don't know, like an office or something like that. Put in like a big fancy table, make it look important. And then I feel like that needs, oh no, it just hasn't built yet. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so we kind of make it look like it's part of the mountain. Sort of, kind of. And then we'll have, you know, something nice in here. Of course, how am I going to get in there? That is a question that could be asked. I mean, I could put like an entrance right here, right up against the wall. But then I'd have to dig out the wall. So what if I put one here instead? And left that there. And then I don't know. Okay, so that goes there. So that is roughly even with this back wall if I could put it in. And I could technically pressurize this. And that does actually work with where I have the edges here anyways. Yeah, that'll work. Now I just have to build up in there. I'm gonna need construction components for that, right? Yeah. Let me see, construction components, good. Grab a few of those. Okay, so we're gonna need stairs. And I don't know, we'll go like here, I suppose. I mean, it's got that edge on there, so I'm thinking that might actually build. But I think I messed it up. So let me get up here, a little bit more height. See what I can do here. There we go. Okay, so that should seal around all the edges. For here anyways. And then I need to get up in there, which is not going to be fun. No, I'm not going to be able to squeeze through there. Is that going to be high enough, though? That is the question. Survey says yes. All right, good to go. And that one's already got it. So this should technically be good to go. And then something I could do, which would be kind of cheaty, but kind of cool at the same time. Okay, so imagine if I built this out back here, right? Get ourselves a nice little plate down here, if I can. Right. Okay, so this is technically not sealed, right? So if we put a vent here and then another vent inside here, this one, the outside wants it to depressurize, it should technically pressurize the inside, even though we're trying to pull air out of a rock. It's gonna be hilarious. Set this to depressurize, and then we just get this thing built up. And then we take another one and we put it in here, set to pressurize. If this works, I'm gonna laugh. I'll have to close the door though, or I have to put in a door, I should say. Door. Oh, those aren't built yet. So I gotta wait for those. And I have no idea if this will seal along that edge. If it does, great. If it doesn't, meh. It's not really the worst thing in the world. But I kind of like the look in here. Like it's very fancy. I mean, it looks very, you know, metallic, so maybe not the best in that regard, but I don't know. So that's the last one. We'll see if this seals after that. Survey says no. Air leak scan. It's going through there. Oh, these don't seal against those. Okay. So is there a way to fix that? Okay, yeah, so this right here does not seal against that. And I think that is the reason why. And it should be, yep, another one right there. And then, well, no, because it's got that against, and I know this seals. It's weird. So something I could do is build this out. All the way. And then just have this be just solid blocks. Maybe? Maybe that would work. But then that looks terrible. I don't like it, but I might not have a choice. Oh my god. Okay. So this glass does seal along that edge. It also seals along that edge, which, you know, makes sense since these are basically the same exact edge. They're just, you know, inverted. And we now have a pressurized system in here, which is absolutely ridiculous, but okay. And then I can build, what is that? Ladybug, okay. I can build like some stairs going up in here, maybe along this edge. Or do I want to put them maybe over here? That might be a better idea. I don't know, but like, the fact that that worked is ridiculous. And it doesn't actually take too much away from how this looks. I mean, it does kind of make everything look a little better, I think. Because it's just, it just seems more solid now, I guess. I don't think I have anything with antennas. And I also think I'm running out of food and water. Wait, no, I'm not. I just haven't had a bite to eat, I guess. Okay, so that's kind of what we got going on here. And we are at an hour. So something else that I could do... How would I do that, though? I'm thinking about putting like an actual depressurization chamber in here. Like have it be in this block and then have another door here. which would still leave, a decent area inside here to, make an office or something. And I do want to like utilize some of the area up here too, but I don't know how I would do that. Because I mean, like, I'm not too worried, honestly, about venting all of the atmosphere out of there, because I mean, it's just going to fill back up anyways. And so maybe I just leave it as a door and we just kind of say it's good. And that might be a thing that I could do. But yeah, we are at an hour officially, so I'm gonna hop into, let's go into here. And we also need to get more ice too, so I'm just gonna take this up. That, and then that. So we'll take a look at what we got going on here. Whoa, okay. Lots of gyros. That's, whoa, hey. Don't be shooting me now. But yeah, so we're kind of like nestled into the edge of the mountain there. And I think it looks pretty nice. Let me turn all that off. And I think tab does that too. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's kind of what we got. It's built sort of into the mountain. I don't know. I like it. It's got a certain je ne sais quoi, which if you know French means I don't know what, like literally means I don't know what. So it's kind of a silly thing to say, I suppose. But yeah, that's sort of what we got there. We are going to be putting in, let me back up a little bit. Okay. And then let me get my pointer. Okay. So we're going to put in another refinery, maybe another 2 refineries right next to this one. And then I do want to do, well, no, I suppose it doesn't really matter here. I mean, this is just mostly just going to be for looks. It's not actually going to do too much. So we'll have another 1 or 2 refineries over here, and we'll have another pipe going down on the other side. So it just kind of makes it look, decent. We're going to put a cap on this thing. Same thing that I've done everywhere else. And then we've got a railing around here. And I think what I want to try to do is take this 2x1 slope and extend it down until we hit to here. And then just fill all of this in with just block, just to kind of make it look a bit more, I don't know, like separated from, the rock face here. These 2 landing pads are good for this section here. And then we're going to start working on the next section over here, which is going to be, maybe we'll put like some turbines or some solar panels or something in there. So that'll be kind of like a power section, and then we'll do another one over here, and this will be like the bulk storage, or maybe I should do like hydrogen over here. That might be a good idea. Because I mean, if I'm going to be moving all of the ice through the pipeline into here somewhere, so maybe I do the ice one next, and we just store just a ton of ice. That might be a good idea. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan. Hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. I am going to move that turbine right there to somewhere else because it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb right now. I could put it kind of in the back. Actually, let me get in the cockpit. So in the back, kind of on that little lower area there. There we go. Kind of like back in here. And I don't know if I would raise it up. I would just kind of stick it up on top of here. It's not going to be efficient, but, I'm not really worried about efficiency, to be honest. Let's see. But yeah, so we're going to work on that next section next. Oh, and I'm also going to need to do some sort of defenses as well. So that'll all be there for the next episode. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And hopefully you will join me for the next video. I'll see you then. Have a good one.